salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa bihi nasta'in wa huwa khairun nasirin wa mu'in. Thumma salatu wa salam wa tahiyyatu wal ikram ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi ajma'in. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Amma ba'd, faqad qala al-hakim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Alhamdulillah, I reached today to the ayah karima Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You will be amazed that one of the most difficult ayat in Quran Kareem is this Bismillah. It's ism. There's certain names in Arabic language for certain things like basmala. The word basmala with zabar, not bismillah. Basmala is used for the whole Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And in they have a masdar jali, rather fi'l jali, as they say basmalta. You said Bismillah, or basmala. He said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And as we say tahleel, we have tasbih and different names. So be known, this word basmala, even Arabs in their early days, when they were mushrik, they were, associating idols with Allah, they even used to put Bismihi Ta'ala. Ta'ala means the exalted, the highest, in the name of the high. So Bismillah is always there. A very irfani, metaphorical discussion about the nuqta to ba. As I was mentioning, our mas'ala session. Don't make me enter there because we don't want to spend there, 3 sessions. Let's enter into the tarbiyah part of Bismillah. You will be amazed if you go and read in tafasir. There is so much about this ayah. As ulama, normally they go for tajziyah and tarkib of the words of Quran Kareem, and then what do these words represent and why are they put in this certain sequence. You will be amazed that all these surah is the plural of surah, all the surahs of Quran Kareem, they have Bismillah except Surah Bara'at. An amazing explanation. People that could not explain that how come every surah has Bismillah other than Surah Bara'at or Surah Tawbah. But the answer comes only from Imam Masoom. Imam Ali alayhi salam explains, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, that the surah starts with Bara'at. Allah has nothing to do with, mushrikeen of Makkah. And that does not match and does not fit in the mercy of Allah when you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I begin with Allah Jalla Shanu's divine name, and then that Allah is Ar-Rahman and He is Ar-Rahim. So that does not, reconcile with the rest of the content of the surah. So Allah did not reveal Bismillah there. While how many surahs are in Quran Kareem? 114. So if there is no Bismillah in Surah, Bara'at, so how many surahs are found in Quran Kareem? 114. So where is that missing Bismillah then? Surah Mubarakah, alhamdulillah. Recite it salawat for him. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So the beauty of this ayah is, I wanted to make my point, which you now got connected already, that this ayah has been everywhere. In all the religions, it was revealed to all the prophets. And as per the 5th Imam, this is akramu ayat, the most respected ayah in Quran Kareem. Now, this does not mean, astaghfirullah, that other ayat are not respected. They are all word of Allah Jalla Shanu. But when a Ma'asum explains, what they mean is, as I quoted you a hadith from 8th Imam, that this ayah is so close to the Ism Azam. It is so close. Ism Azam, all of it, not a letter of it. Remember, as per ayat, hadith, Anbiya alayhimus salam, they have been given few letters of Ism Azam. And Ism Azam is that with what you do everything you want. Radd Shams is by a letter of Ism Azam, not total Ism Azam. Oh, you are amazed? After our Prophet, who is the topmost in rank? Ibrahim Khalilullah, alayhi wa ala nabiyyina alafu tahiyyat wa thana. May our salawat be a gift to them. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. How many letters Hazrat Ibrahim had? Let me give you a background first. Rasulullah reports there are 73 letters of Ism Azam. 73. And Ibrahim alayhi salam was given how many? You will say 60, 50? 3 of them. Only 3 were given to Ibrahim Khalilullah alayhi alafu tahiyyat wa thana. And then pay attention to this. You go and dig out in all these ahadith books. You will find all these imams. They all say anonymously that Allah has 73 huruf, letters for Ism Azam. And we are given 72 of them. 72 huruf from Ism Azam. That is huge. Only one letter Allah has with Himself. No one knows that. And that is what directs the difference between Khaliq and Makhluq. So one letter can make huge difference. So don't be amazed that when Imam Ali alayhi salam reports that all of the Quran Kareem, if you put its knowledge, it can be summarized in Surah Mubarakah Yasin. And if you want to summarize all of the knowledge of Surah Yasin, you can put it in Surah Mubarakah Fatiha. And all of the knowledge found in Surah Fatiha, you can summarize in Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And even further that, if you want even further summary and brief of that, that is Ba'i Bismillah. And Imam says, the nuqta to Ba'i Bismillah is myself. Have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. And there are so many asrar in there. So many secrets. As I told you, in Quran Kareem, there are different methods, as they call manhaj, rawash tafsir. There are so many different, let's say, theological tafsir. You go and speak more about, aqaid. That is tafsir aqaidi. Theological tafsir. Tafsir with the perspective of theology. Scholastic tafsir. Then you have tafsir Quran bil Quran. To explain an ayah of Quran, you go and you read other ayat on the same topic. Let's say Allah speaks about, ni'mat, and then hidayat, right? Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, explain more. Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. Yeah, that path of that group, you have bestowed your na'amat on them. That group. Now, what is that group? If you go in the Quran Kareem and read about those people who Allah bestowed His blessings upon them, Allah will speak. They are who? They are Nabiyeen, and they are Siddiqeen, and they are Shuhada. Wa hasuna ulaika rafiqa. Allah has an'ama Allahu alayhim na'amatahu. Allah has blessed them with His na'amat. I'm paraphrasing. Point. Another rawash is Quran bil Quran. And you have so many other methods of tafsir. One of them is tafsir riwa'i. Am I going too fast? Let me calm down. Tafsir al-Quran bil Quran. You bring other ayat to explain the meaning of a certain ayah. Then you have Tafsir Riwa'i. You go and find about, let's say, Bismillah, what Rasulullah upwards to Ma'asumeen alayhim wasalam, what they have explained about Bismillah, what they have said about Bismillah. Riwayat. You do tafsir of the ayat with riwayat. That is Tafsir Riwa'i. Maulana, can you give me some examples? This is too much theory. Example of all these tafasir. Tafsir al-Mizan, Allama Tabatabai rahmatullahi alayh, is a tafsir Quran bil Quran. Tafsir Quran bil Quran. Tafsir al-Riwa'i, Tafsir al-Nur al-Thaqalain is a tafsir al-Riwa'i. Tafsir Ali ibn Ibrahim Qumi rahmatullahi alayh is tafsir al-Riwa'i. Tafsir al-Burhan, these are the names of Shia tafasir. They will all bring you a hadith, and they are magnificent, they are superb tafasir. For every single ayah, you will find sometimes 10, 15, 12, 8 ahadith to explain that ayah. And you will see that, let's say, 6th Imam, he quotes about this much. 4th Imam quotes that much. You know, from so-and-so Imam, you have so many different facets of that ayah that at the end, you will know completely what does this ayah mean. So as you can see, you have to go and refer to these tafasir. They are there, and nowadays, alhamdulillah, lucky we are. They're all online. You can find all these tafasir online. And then top of all this, Majma'ul Bayan, Allama Tabrasi, rahmatullahi alayh. The point, quoting the names of these tafasir is, whenever you have a question, you come across an ayah, you want to know its meaning, and you want to know what Masoom has said about so-and-so ayah, you go and refer to these books. You will find, mashallah, lots of hadith there, which explain. So that's why now, you know, when Imam speaks about Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, a person comes to Imam. He says, Ya Ali, can you explain Bismillah for me? Now you know how expensive this question is. Not expensive. Expensive with a wasi'. How broad this question is. It is open. Now Imam Ali says, look at the first word, Allah Jalla Shanu, Bismillah. I start with the name of Allah. He says Allah is Allah's best names, one of the best names of Allah. This name contains all the attributes of Allah. It contains, you know, the Dhat Allah, Allah Himself. This name cannot be used by a human being, Imam says. No one can use the name of Allah, the word Allah Jalla Jalla. They say in the, you know, ulama's word, they say Kalamai Jalalo. The word Allah Jalla Shana. I'm saying the word Allah, they say Kalamai Jalalo. You know, it is used for only Allah the Exalted. Allah Ta'ala ke liye faqat ye naam istemal hota hai. So Imam said, the word Allah cannot be used for a person. And then he says, Ya Ali, can you explain me about Allah? Now, it takes forever, but look, this is the beauty of Imam, how he puts in 2 lines the answer to a question, which an ordinary person like myself will take days and months maybe to explain what Allah is and who Allah is. Imam says, when everyone's raja, when everyone's hope is cut off from anyone else, and only one entity, one existence is remained in your brain, that is Allah Jalla Shan. To whom you have your dua, your question, to whom you seek help, that is Allah Jalla Shan. And look how that person, his heart was touched by this answer. That you cut off your hope from everyone else and you look towards only one person. I'm saying one person. Sometimes, see, in English, we have to say this to complete our sentence. Otherwise, maybe it's not appropriate for Allah to use the word person. Existent, yeah, maybe, more broader term, mawjood. Allah, huwa mawjood. Allah is mawjood. Now, the exact meaning which Allah even says, the Imam is saying, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. But that meaning is also found in Bismillah. How Bismillah? As soon as you say Bismillah, this ba has 14 meanings in lexicon. Arabic dictionary has 14 meanings to this ba Bismillah. And there are different meanings. The manifest meaning is ba istanat. for help. Oh Allah, I start with your name. As soon as she said Ba, Bismillah, you cut yourself off from everyone else. This meaning is found in Bismillah. Now let's not go that deep. Let me give you a story. Have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala. See, for Quran Kareem, for tafsir, even Allah's ravish is, Allah gives us stories. When meanings they go too deep, too hard to understand, Allah gives stories and sometimes puts the whole difficult meaning in form of His story. And because that can embody the meanings for us, and it's easier to understand, you will see in Quran Kareem, major part of Quran Kareem is on qasas, stories of previous people. And then, when Allah quotes from those nations, Allah sets an example for us and always gives us a message. Like this person, there was a lady, very faithful. Her husband was a shopkeeper. Well, in the bazaar, he was a shopkeeper, like, traditional shopkeepers. He always listens to his wife. Anything she wants to do, she says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now, this person is sick and tired of her lots of Bismillahs. He once says, why you keep on repeating Bismillah for everything? Is it not enough? Come on, enough is enough. Yeah, for your important things, you say Bismillah, but you always say Bismillah. She can't, say anything. Well, she says, Bismillah, whatsoever you say. Now, this person, she says, Bismillah, whatever you say. You got it, right? Okay, one day, he wants to, let's say, stop her from saying this Bismillah. Astaghfirullah. This is his wrong thinking. Sometimes, we make mistakes. When we read a story, we think, oh, why this man is doing that way? But honestly, if we look around, we also make same mistakes in our life. So let's learn from this great story. It has great message at the end. This lady had put her faith in Bismillah, that whatsoever I want to do, I just say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And the reason she was doing is the hadith of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And she mentioned, even Imam says that anything you want to do, when you start with Bismillah, you're going to have success in that action, whatsoever you're going to start. In your initiative, you're going to have success. But anything without Bismillah is going to be abtar, without posterity. You're not going to see success or felicity. Saadat nahi dekhoge, khair nahi dekhoge in that action, whichever you're going to do without Bismillah. So that's why she had somehow remembered it, and she always used to say Bismillah. Now this man sets her up. He puts a small piece of gold in a small sack, thali mein rakh ke, gives it to her. Save it somewhere. One day I'm going to question you about this and give it to me when I need it. She says, all right. She goes inside the house, and now this man is, sneaking at her. She says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, puts her somewhere there. Goes, steals that, takes it with him, and, he's so angry with this Bismillah, he throws it in the river. Then now I'm going to go back and ask her for that, gold, and she's not going to find it. So then I'm going to say, you were always saying Bismillah is going to protect everything. Now where is Astaghfirullah, your Bismillah, to help this out? Now the poor soul goes towards the shop, and then on the other side, see, Bismillah is working there. A fish simply, engulfs that piece of gold. And then, of course, there is a fish hunter, catches the fish, brings to the bazaar, and as he's passing by that shopkeeper, he calls him, come here. He says, you got this fresh fish? He said, yeah, I caught it just right now. He said, okay, give me one piece, and gives him that very piece which has the gold in its stomach. Takes home, gives it to her, and he goes saying his salah. Now the lady, and tells her, you know what, it's fresh fish, prepare it, let's have a dinner with it. Now she, cuts it open and then sees, oh, same sack of that gold is in there. How? She doesn't worry, she washes it and puts it on the same place. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now, this man, after the dinner, he says, okay, now you know what? I need that piece of gold I gave you. Bring it for me. She says, Bismillah. gets up, goes, gets the piece of gold and gives it to him. And now he is stunned and amazed. He says, how come you found this? She says, what do you mean? How come I found this? It was there. He said, no, I stole it. He opens it up and tells her the whole story. I took it and I threw it in a river. How come you still have it? She says, I don't know. I just recited Bismillah. Remember? I recited Bismillah. You brought me a fish. I, cut that fish open and I found this, in the belly of that fish. And now you called for it and I gave it to you. Have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa al Muhammad. So the bottom line, there's so many fadail of Bismillah. I quoted you the story of the man who was so simple. He used to live a bit, other side of the river. But he loved learning. He came to his teacher and joined the class, an alim. Now, he was often late. One day his teacher says, why are you always late? He says, Ustad, I live on the other side of the river. And sometimes the boat is late and I get late. He says, all right, why don't you, just trust Allah Jalla Shanu? Bismillah has so many fadail. If you seek help with Bismillah, Allah is going to help you out and you are not going to be late. He said, all right. He memorizes that Bismillah is going to help me for whatever I ask for. This man with pure heart goes, reads Bismillah on the river and starts walking on the water. And he crosses the river. And now he is never late. One day, his teacher and they have to cross the river. And they are waiting for the boat. The student says to the Ustad, let's go. Bismillah. He said, what do you mean? We need a boat. He said, no, you taught me that Bismillah can help us anytime we seek Allah's help. The Ustad is looking in a suspicious way. What do you mean? Are you gone crazy or what? He says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and starts walking on the river. And he walks. Come on, Ustad, why are you waiting? Now, people there, they put lots on. Now, Ustad is under pressure. This person had yaqeen in Bismillah. Remember, أَقَلُّ مَا يُقْسَمْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ is yaqeen. The least thing divided among people is yaqeen. Do you know that? सबसे कम चीज जो लोगों में बांटी गई है, that is yaqeen. And it is so strange, so amazing. Imam Ali says, لَوْ كُشِفَتِ الْغَطَى, if those curtains, those hijab, which are between makhluk and khaliq, if they are removed, مَزْدَدْتُ يَقِينًا. There's nothing to be added in yaqeen of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Have a salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. So having said that, that yaqeen is so precious that if you put your yaqeen in one letter, remember Asif ibn Barkhia, Radwanullahi alayhi, we just mentioned Hazrat Sulaiman. Innahu min Sulaiman. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam's surah there. Wa innahu bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allah's apostle started with Bismillah. The letter he wrote to Hazrat Bibi Bilqis, Salamullahi alayhi. And then the Kashti of Nuh alayhi salam, Hazrat Noah's ark. Quran Kareem says, Bismillahi majraha wa mursaha. The start, the move of this, ark is with Bismillah, and it stops with Bismillah. This is so strange. Start, maybe we can say, yeah, anything you want to do, क्या जलने लगी शमा उड़ने लगे परवाने, आगाज तो बिस्मिल्लाह अंजाम खुदा जाने. But here in Quran Kareem, even anjam, even the end, Allah knows. With Bismillah is it stop, It moves and stops with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And this Bismillah, our Rawayat says when Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was being thrown into fire, the ayah he recited was Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But what was the point? There's a difference when I recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and there's a difference when Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam recited Bismillah. or when Imam Sadiq alayhi salam recites Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. But point is, are they like Astaghfirullah, this Bismillah only for them to be recited in that way? Or can we also recite it? This is the message of the day. Most of the time you will hear people saying, oh, wo to masoom the, they were infallible, you know, they were masoom. Oh, I'm not masoom. 100% you are not masoom. 100% I'm not masoom. But is this Quran for only masoom, or is it also for me and you? And when Allah says, Shifa'ul lima fi sudur, this Quran is shifa. And then this Quran is hidayat. And if you just look, Bismillah, and if you pass, it is Ar-Rahman is the sifat. See, sifat ba'da sifat. Rahim is also sifat. Meaning, it's, you know, iconic for mercy of Allah Jalla Shanu. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, don't be amazed if you recite Fatiha on a dead body and that dead body becomes alive. The point is, do we have that much faith in Quran Kareem to be word of Allah? We are missing on this. I tell you 200%. I cannot put it in words, but let me go simply. If we don't lie with this tongue, if we don't lie, and if you recite every day over 100 ayat, every day, after 40 days, you do niyat of what you want to do, and it should be legitimate. You do niyah and you recite, 100% you should see the effect. 100%. But remember this very little condition, that don't use your tongue for anything wrong. The worst organ we have in our body is our tongue. And as per Imam Ali alayhi salam, it's a beast. Don't unleash this beast for a second even. It's going to tear you apart. This is the beauty. Imam doesn't say it's going to tear the opponent apart. Imam says it's going to tear you apart. This is the beauty. Yes. How? It's going to take away that, you know, purity, that chastity from you, that connection of your soul with the divine, you know, malakut of Allah Jalla Shanu. Allah has put these effects in these ayat. What we are missing is that pure tongue to utter these ayat with that clean, pure tongue and that pure intention to help. If for help with pure tongue, 100% divine effect. If misused, misplaced, that will become what? Same thing will become magic, jadoo. You know how that is performed? Astaghfirullah, rearranging the letters of ayat. I don't want to go in that. But be known, Quran Kareem غوغا میکند معجزه میکند. Quran Kareem has so many miracles. Just stick with one of the ayat. Any ayat, I would say, 200%. Clean your tongue. Please don't take me wrong. I don't mean to say you lie. But na'udhu, what I mean is, sometimes people will say, Maulana, there is so and so word in that book. I did that. It says, let's say if you do this, let's say, 70 times, so and so will happen. Oh, I did that, but Maulana, it did not happen. But you forget that as soon as you pick up your phone, hi, you start backbiting. You backbite once, 40 days. Now this is, in that ilm akhlaq. Remember, the definition of meanings is different in different branches of knowledge. Fiqh will say you just backbited while you say your salah, inshallah you are done with your taklif shar'i. But ilm akhlaq, they will say no. For 40 days, your salah is gone if you backbite other mu'min. We will inshallah come to these discussions. Quran Kareem is a muraqqa, a majmu'ah, a collection of everything, all these sciences. Point was, no disrespect. Please don't lie with your tongue. Don't backbite with your tongue. Don't say the words you are not supposed to. Quran says, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا. Say the best toward the people, regardless. It's a nas. It didn't say toward the mu'mineen. regardless of other people's faith, their religion. Be nice with them. Speak the best words you can utter. That is the teachings of Quran Kareem. With that tongue, when you recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and Imam Raza says that this ayah is almost like, Ism Azam. Ism Azam itself. All we need is a pure intention. Now, who recited Bismillah in Karbala? You remember it and you know it. With Bismillah they started. Imam Hussain alayhi salam, even before that. See, we Mukhayyam, alhamdulillah, may Allah, all of you go there and visit that place known as Mukhayyam, Khaymaga, where Imam Hussein's tents were put there. There's a very painful hadith. Imam Hussain alayhi salam, she even goes back, further back. Imam Hussain said to Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, "O Abbas, let's make the list of people who want to go with us on this journey of Karbala." Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam picks up paper and pen, and the very first ayah, you know what he wrote? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Nasrum min Allahi wa fathun qareeb. Imam Hussain, he was watching Abbas writing down this ayah. You know this ayah, Nasr, is for help from Allah. Nasrum min Allah, help from Allah, wa fathun qareeb. And victory, at your doorsteps, meaning, oh Allah, give us victory. Imam Hussain says, Abbas, remove this ayah and write this one. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. You got the meaning. This was the musibat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And even in those conditions, look, Imam Hussain is masoom himself. But Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, look at his akhlaq, his ma'rifat. Now, the first name Imam Hussain gave him, not Abbas himself. Imam Hussain says after reciting Inna Lillahi, he says, Abbas, put the name of the people who are going to go with us. He says, put Zainab Asiratu Sham. Zainab Asira Sham. When Imam Hussain uttered this word, Hazrat Abbas ke hadith, the pen, fall down from the hand of Abbas. Zainab and prisoner. Zainab and prisoner. Abbas could not grasp this. He could not digest this meaning. But look how Imam came. Bismillah, then Inna Lillahi wa Inna Ilayhi Raji'un. And then Maqtal started right there. Imam Hussain ne jab ye kaha na कि अब्बास लिखो ज़ैनब असीरा शाम, अब्बास उसी दिन मर गए शायद। जिस दिन अब्बास ने ज़ैनब की असीरी की खबर सुन ली अज़ादारों, उसके बाद अब्बास ना रहे। पता है बीबी ज़ैनब ने कब बिस्मिल्लाह पढ़ी थी? बस एक हदीस उर्दू में आपकी खिदमत में। जब काफिला जाने लगा ना, काफिला तैयार होने लगा, खैमों की हदीस मेरे जहन से निकल गई, माफ कीजिए, मैं बिस्मिल्लाह शुरू से आ गया, फिर किसी वक्त अर्ज करूंगा खैमागाह की कैफियत। लेकिन अज़ादारों, जब बीबी ज़ैनब तैयार होकर निकलने लगा था ना काफिला, तो जब बीबी ज़ैनब को लाया गया कि आकर शहजादी सवार हो अपनी सवारी पर, तो महमल के आगे शहजादा अली अकबर आगे बढ़े और अपना जानू टेक दिया कि फूफी इस पर पांव रखकर ऊपर चढ़ जाए। अज़ादारों, बीबी ज़ैनब आगे नहीं बढ़ी। जब हजरत अली अकबर की तरफ नहीं बढ़ी, शहजादा कासिम पास में खड़े थे, उन्होंने आगे बढ़ के अपना जानू आगे किया कि फूफी मेरे जानू पर पांव रखकर चढ़ जाइए। अज़ादार शहजादी ज़ैनब लगा कि नहीं बढ़ रही आगे, अब मौला अब्बास खुद आगे बढ़े। हजरत अब्बास ने अपना जानू टेका, कहा शहजादी अब सवार हो जाइए। बीबी ज़ैनब ने अब भी ख्वाहिश जाहिर नहीं की आगे बढ़ने की। अज़ादारों, तवज्जो करना, इमाम हुसैन ने जब ये देखा, इमाम हुसैन ने आगे बढ़कर कहा कि मेरी शरीका सफर मेरे पांव पर, मेरे जानू पर पांव रखकर सवार हो जा। अज़ादारों, अब बीबी ज़ैनब खामोश न रह सकी, कहा कि सुनो, मैं उसके जानू पर पांव रखकर सवार होंगी कि जो आखिर सफर तक मेरा साथ देगा। अगर तुम वादा करते हो कि शाम तक ज़ैनब के साथ जाओगे तो मैं तुम्हारे जानू पर पांव रखकर सवार होती हूँ, नहीं तो मेरे उस भतीजे सज्जाद को تعالی لعنت اللہ علی القوم الظالمین وسیعلم الذین ظلموا ای منقلب ینقلبون۔ پروردگار عالم ہمیں قرآن کریم کو درست انداز میں سمجھنے اور اس پر عمل کرنے کی توفیق عطا فرما۔ پروردگارہ ہمیں بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم کو اپنی زندگی کا شعار بنانے میں کامیاب فرما۔ مالک بے برکت بسم اللہ اور بے برکت اس بسم اللہ لکھنے والوں کے ہمارے تمام گناہان صغیرہ کبیرہ معاف فرما۔ پروردگارہ خیمہ گاہ کا ذکر کیا ان سب حاضرین کو، ان کے آزاد رشتہ داروں کو، عزیزوں کو، سب کو کربلا کی زیارت نصیب فرما۔ مالک ان کو اسرع فرصت میں کربلا و نجف اشرف و سامرہ و کاظمین کی زیارتوں میں کامیاب فرما۔ مدینہ منورہ و خانہ خدا اور پروردگارہ مشہد مقدس کی زیارات نصیب فرما۔ اللہم عجل لولیک الفرج بر محمد و آل محمد صلوات۔ اللہم صلی علی محمد۔